She laughed. Loud, cruel, like she wanted everyone to see me fail. Right there, in front of my colleagues, my friends, even my own family. I felt the heat rise to my face, my chest tightening. I wanted to run, to scream, to fight back. But I didn't. I waited. And they had no idea that I was already planning everything. My name is Helen, and for years I believed in fairness. I worked harder than anyone else in the office, pouring my heart into every project. And then there was her, Marissa. Charming. Manipulative. Always 2 steps ahead of everyone. Except me. She smiled, congratulated the bosses in meetings, whispered lies behind closed doors. And the day she humiliated me was the day I decided patience would be my weapon. I didn't quit. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I stayed. I watched. I memorized every weakness, every arrogance, every slip of tongue. Because revenge, real revenge, isn't impulsive. It's calculated. For months I observed her patterns. Who she trusted. Who hated her silently. Which clients she took for granted. Which friends laughed behind her back. I created a map of her empire, her little social kingdom, and memorized every weakness. I know what you're thinking. Why wait? Why not strike immediately? Because immediate revenge is noise. And noise? Noise is forgettable. I wanted to wait until my move would land silently, but with undeniable impact. Every smile she threw at me, every sarcastic remark, every whisper meant fuel for my strategy. Then came the big day. The presentation she had been hyping for months. She wanted to humiliate me one last time in front of the board, to remind everyone who really mattered. The conference room was full. The lights too bright. The air too cold. And she stood there grinning, thinking I was powerless. She didn't notice my calm. She didn't notice my quiet breathing. She didn't notice that every single detail of her life, her plans, her pride, I had documented. The time I spent waiting wasn't wasted. It was preparation. My long game. I started subtly. A question in the meeting that only I could answer correctly. A reminder of her earlier misstep in front of clients. A quietly shared document she had dismissed, now on the projector for all to see. She faltered. The smirk faded. The room shifted. I didn't shout. I didn't gloat. I let the silence do the work. Because silence is louder than words. And now the game had shifted. She was reacting. I was in control. Years of patience, years of quiet observation, had led to this moment. And she didn't even see it coming. The board noticed. Clients noticed. Even her friends noticed. Every carefully built lie she had relied on was unraveling piece by piece. And as she looked at me, eyes wide, panic creeping in, I smiled, but not out loud. My revenge wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was complete. Quiet. Calculated. Perfect. She left the room that day with her reputation fractured, while I stood silently a few feet away. And I didn't need applause. I didn't need recognition. I had won because I played the long game. I had waited. I had observed. I had acted when it mattered most. Most people think revenge is explosive, loud, emotional, immediate. But the truth is, the best moves are quiet, calculated, strategic. You can cry, you can scream, you can plot. But patience is the most powerful weapon of all. This was just the beginning. Because in life they act first. I move last. And I always win.